I'm here in my home state of New Jersey, and behind me is the biggest concrete printer I've ever seen. It's from Black Buffalo 3D, a promising new startup from South Korea. Founded by the same family behind the Hyundai company, this printer has big ambitions for printing multi-story real estate out of concrete. Today we're going to take a walk around the printer and the facility with their team.
But first, let me introduce you to my first ever sponsor for this video, myself, through the virtual village of 3D printed houses. This is something I've been working on for a really long time. Every futuristic construction site I visit and 3D printed house, I film one of these 360 videos with a special 360 camera. This allows me to create a digitally walkable tour that you can access by signing up for a membership on my website. Through August, I'm offering 40% off with code FOUNDINGMember, and this discount will continue for the lifespan of your account. These files are expensive to host online, but by signing up, you're helping me pay for the hosting and also the travel cost of getting to each of these futuristic projects. I'll be uploading 1 or 2 new tours every month. Leave some feedback if you sign up so I can continue to improve the user experience.
I just watched them printing a small test print over there in front of a building that they finished 2 weeks ago, and it went pretty well. We're going to take a look at some of the print footage inside the facility, and look at the printer, the operating system, the tracks, and everything else that makes this company unique.
Hi, welcome to Black Buffalo 3D. I'm Peter Koopman. I'm the head of marketing and strategy here. We just started with this facility around a year ago in New Jersey. We're based in New York, but we're actually the global accelerator of HN Inc.'s family of companies that's based in South Korea and started by the grandson of the founders of the Hyundai Corporation. So we've been working for the past year on design of our equipment, material science on the cement ink, and figuring out different applications through talking to partners and experts in the construction industry, and really finding as many applications as possible for 3D construction printing that can help localize infrastructure builds, help alleviate gaps in affordable housing availability, and really just create a new way to create buildings and build on demand. So what you can see in the back here is our 56-foot, approximately high 3D printer. It's capable of printing up to 4 stories high. A lot of the conversations we've been having with companies over the past 6 months since we set this up are around different applications, not only for building buildings on site, but taking advantage of our large print pad and being able to print multiple tiny homes at once, different one-off structures that you might need for projects, even water tanks, fish tanks, wind turbine bases, you name it, anything that's concrete or that might even be built with traditional lumber that we can prove cost justification or a better application for the environment in concrete. We're talking to them and we're ready to scale up. So our goal is not to be the developer, although we are partnering with a lot of them and partnering with cement companies, but really rather to prove the safety, sustainability, and affordability of 3D construction printing. So that's what we've been spending our time on, and we hope you enjoy the video. Here we are with the Nexcom 1-1 printer from Black Buffalo. We decided to go with a gantry design on this printer for stability, speed, and to gain some functionality like start-stop function when we're printing. So it's not only controlled by the pump, but also in the nozzle we have separate controls. We went this big to kind of make an impact on the industry, make sure that we can open up the discussion to different applications. Through talking to our partners and expertise, we are working on 2 different models as well that are going to come out in the next 3 months to 6 months, depending on which model we're talking about, that are going to change the scale and capabilities slightly. For the most part, we've been talking to companies that are doing a lot of precast, affordable housing, and just looking for ways to create concrete structures more affordably and more efficiently without the use of forms and cutting back waste. And then also a lot of people that are involved with infrastructure projects that have giant builds to do, where normally they'd be trucking different components throughout the country, maybe even overseas, and we're able to localize that production with this printer. So We went with the track system. Again, it's just very efficient. We can really fine-tune everything in CAD design and then replicate it very easily in a physical format. It's also extremely stable. If anything, this printer was over-engineered with supports and stability. The one thing we didn't think about when we were setting it up and laying out the pad was obviously the pole here, but PSE&G coming out to move it, we appreciate that.
We have a monitor over there which we constantly monitoring the material, the level of the material in the hopper, the quality of the extrusion system. Leveling the y-axis, we are using this screw jack system. At this current version, we are anchoring these screw jacks to the concrete slab. But in our new generation, we are implementing a smart leveling system in our y-axis. At the same time, we designed this screw jack in such a way you don't need to require to anchor to the ground, which basically save a lot of loss of time in terms of installing the machine, leveling the machine, and make it prepared and get ready for printing. We in Black Buffalo, we explored different material delivery system and extrusion system. This is our latest extrusion system. This part is the hopper of the material, which and this is the main extrusion system.
So this is a sample print, just a very simplified structure that we did to show some of the division and the wall breaks. It's also a really great showroom for what we've been doing here at Black Buffalo over the past year, testing different materials, different pumps. So we start off here with different materials, every probably 5 to 7 layers, and then we get up to different pumps and different speeds and different mixtures with humidity, moisture, additives. So when we looked at how the machine was actually performing and we chose a pump that we liked, we didn't stop there because we know there could be something better out there. So we continued to tweak the mixture, check on shrinkage, check for accuracy on what we're printing out, and go all the way to the top. You can see a lot of the striation. I don't know if you can get this shot here, but this wall here shows a lot of the different material mixes and everything. And then when we got to a material we really liked, we also adjusted the pump that we were using to get these really clean lines. And then once we were satisfied, we had the result there. Like I said, we didn't stop testing. We're really invested in figuring out the best, not just what we like. So we continue to go. One of the unique things that we've done really well is this is a continuous loop with a start-stop for a window of this building. However, when you're doing a loop on all the layers, there has to be a transition point. And if you catch right here, we have really tight transition points. We're really proud of this. We know that some people are going to see it as an architectural feature. Some people might not like seeing it, but you can always finish this however you want. The key is that the accuracy of every layer and the actual width of each layer as you scale up stays the same. And we're really proud of that. We've made a lot of headway since we started a year ago, and we're just getting started. So up here is actually one of the experiments that we run. We did a cross slice on here to make sure that it's a monolithic structure, so that all the layers, although you might see some different layers and a break point between layers on the sides, internally it stays as one. So a lot of the testing we're doing here is how much time can lapse before we have to put an adhesion layer, and how long can we take printing layer by layer where it stays as one. Our vision is to sell the printers and sell the cement-based ink and partner with developers and governments to really scale the industry as a whole. We don't want to be the actual GC, but you will be seeing a lot about our pilot projects that we are going to help out different companies that are interested in testing out this technology. If somebody wants to learn more about buying a printer, they could reach out through blackbuffalo.io and contact us, or follow us on social media, and we'll have one of our business development people reach out to you. Thanks.
If you've enjoyed this video, as always, make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you the latest, greatest construction automation companies in the world.